Hello, thank you for joining us at the Janus Center for our monthly youth support session. My name is Julia Nixaji, and I'm a social work intern for the Janus Center. This month's topic is Let's Talk, Let's Help Runaway and Homeless Youth. Speaking today is our senior case manager, Carla Ray.
Well, let's talk, let's help. We're going to have a little bit of conversation regarding runaway and homeless youth. Let's talk about some statistics first and hear what they have to say. So, 1 in 10 young adults have experienced some degree of homelessness in their lives. 69% of homeless youth report mental health problems. Approximately 1.9 million children and youth will face that challenge this year. And 29% of homeless youth report having substance misuse problems. Runaway youth statistics. 1 in every 7 kids ages 10 to 18 will choose to run away from home at least once. And 47% of teens that run away or were homeless report that a conflict with their primary parent or guardian was the major reason why they left. 70% of kids that have run away from home at least once say that they felt like their physical well-being was at risk in some way. 1 out of every 2 homeless runaways report that they were either expelled, suspended, or choose to drop out of school. And we look at this and we have to determine how, we can help with this situation because it's very prevalent. Some people don't like to talk about it, but it does exist. We are working through a society that we have a number of runaway and homeless youth that need our attention. So let's go further. Some of the common causes of runaway and homelessness. Now, I'll go through the list, but this is not limited to. So we have a family conflict, we have adolescent pregnancy, economic circumstances like poverty and housing insecurity, racial disparities, mental health and substance use disorders, crime, seeking a sense of belonging through a forbidden friendship or romantic relationship. Let's go further. Common warning signs of homelessness. Previously enrolled at numerous schools, unmet medical and dental needs, erratic attendance and tardiness, staying at school and youth clubs or programs longer periods of time, inconsistent grooming, avoidance of questions related to current address, chronic hunger or food hoarding or fatigue, may fall asleep in any class or in any situation, just always drowsy, ready to sleep. Some of the common warning signs of runaway youth. One is staying out later than agreed, hanging out with a new crowd and developing a new romantic relationship, self-harming, sudden changes in behavior such as displays extreme aggression or disrespect, defiance and pushing boundaries, that testing, limit testing, drug or alcohol use, lying or being very secretive when using the internet, sleeping at friends' houses or with other family members more frequently. Risk for runaway and homeless youth. Now the situation may be increased because we are dealing with or working with runaway and homeless youth. It's not to say that if you're not runaway or homeless that you're not a high risk, because any aspect in this manner is a high risk. But because our focus today is runaway and homeless youth, we're going to talk about those increased risks. So we're going into physical abuse, sickness, injury, and mental health problems, long-term implications on self-esteem and relationships, the ability to become self-supporting. These are indicators when you're working with someone. These are indicators that these things are in existence or something is wrong and that this person needs help. Let's go into a story of a youth that was a part of the situation, and what did she do to help herself?
Things at home were just starting to get really bad between my mom and I.
Every year, tens of thousands of young people experience homelessness.
It got so bad to a point that we ended up being in physical fights with each other, and it was really scary. It was weird for me because it's like, it's my own mom who I don't feel safe from. Like, she's the one who's protected me all these years, and then now I feel threatened by her. I ran away for maybe a little over a month, and I just went from friend's house to friend's house. Where am I gonna stay next? Where am I gonna shower? I would have to be by myself. It would get really close to being really late and people are going to sleep. And so I would be like, oh crap, I don't know where I'm gonna stay. In those moments, there was a lot of fear, having to think about maybe the possibility of sleeping out on a park bench. It's very scary. Trying to gather enough money in whatever way you can so that you can get food. It's not something that a 15-year-old should have to think about.
1-800-RUNAWAY quickly connects homeless youth to housing and support services.
I felt such warmth, comfort, I felt safe. I think that's one of the reasons why I appreciate Huckleberry House so much, because no matter how I came, they still accepted it. It felt really good. Like I was still very anxious because I knew there was stuff going on outside of what was here, but it felt so good to just go into this routine here.
Every year, we connect thousands of runaway and homeless youth to help and hope.
Very grateful that these resources are here. I really urge young people to use them. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help.
If you or someone you know needs help, 1-800-RUNAWAY can provide support and connect you to the right resources. Together, we can end youth homelessness.
Okay, so with that being said, there are places that are even closer to you. So we do have resources, and we're here to provide resources for you. So if you say that you're one of the ones that say, I need help, what should I do? So one, you can talk or check in with someone for emotional support, connecting with peers or maintain healthy relationships. Participate in school activities such as sports, music, arts, any kind of programs that will keep you involved and connected. Join community programs such as Boys and Girls Clubs. And there are so many community programs out there that have support groups for adolescents and female support groups and male support groups. There's so much out there. And yes, there are other contact numbers and information you can utilize if you need help or if you know of someone that needs assistance. You can contact the Council of Churches of Greater Bridgeport Janus Center, the crisis hotline. We provide that for you. Then there's also the Safe Place, the National Safe Place Network. We give you that information. National Runaway Safe Line, 1-800-RUNAWAY. And then there's also the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and then 211. So if you're asking, who should I call? Is there a safe place out there? Yes, there is. Some of the locations of the safe place in Bridgeport is the Bridgeport Fire Headquarters. We have their phone number, their address here for you. We have the Bridgeport Public Library's main branch, 925 Broad Street in Bridgeport, McGivney Community Center, a safe place, Bridgeport 3 and 4 Fire Station. This contact information is there for you. So if you or someone you know needs this information, please give this to them. Thank you to all the people that we are able to utilize your information from. We thank you. And if you have any questions, we did provide you with the Janus Center contact number. So please reach out to us if you should need help, or if you know of anyone that may need assistance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carla. And thank you also, Julia, for the wonderful introduction. As Carla mentioned, there are some resources listed in this video viewable for you to look back into the recording and see those resources and those numbers. As I just want to repeat, the Janus Center, which we are representing today, we will welcome you with open arms, and we hope that you call into our crisis line if you would ever find, use of it and also want support for any youth in the Bridgeport or greater Bridgeport area. So we thank you all again, and we hope that you guys stay tuned for next month for our June and next youth support session, where we will be discussing. Stay tuned to our social media handles to find out the topic. And we thank you all again so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys next month. Thank you.